Greetings, dear ones, and welcome. So we are now in the energies of the full moon in Aquarius, and we has just left the Lion's Gate portal that closed up at August 12th. So right now it's very interesting dynamics that are affecting us, because the Lion's Gate is, in my opinion, one of the greatest and most intense energy shifts that we are going through. It is a time of great upgrades, a time of manifestation. So whatever we are tapping into and what frequency we choose during that time, we are moving into that timeline. So many of us have shifted into a higher vibrational timeline in the last weeks. And this full moon, Aquarius full moon, is assisting us. As always, the full moon is a time of release. We are sending all the manifestations, the blessings we are offering up to Source for to manifest in divine timing for us. And it's also a time where we are being shown what is out of alignment of that frequency that we want to move and want to be reflected back at us, or we want to move into. And so right now what I've been shown is that right now, as I said, so many of us have connected to that higher timeline. So it has been represented before us. It is lying in front of us. But what my guides showed me is that it's up to us to take the steps. We are the ones who need to take those first steps. The first step, the next step, to move into that timeline. It is here, it is a fact, but we need to make that choice. And this full moon will also show us, guide us to move in that direction of what we may have thought was impossible. So as we are choosing a higher timeline, we are not choosing just a high timeline for ourselves, but also for humanity. We are anchoring in that frequency of a higher timeline that helps humanity to move out of the old programs of the third dimensional matrix. But to do so, we need to make sometimes uncomfortable decisions, and to go where no one else has gone before. So it is a time to move out of that mental loop. So some people have been really connected with the so to speak, impossible, that dream life reality, and now have found themselves also with the Mercury retrograde to move into a place of doubt and like being hit by reality. Like, what is that really possible? Is that really for me? Is that doable? And so on. And so this full moon is helping us to move out of those limiting thoughts and the programs of the old repeating itself, the conscious and unconscious fears that we may hold, and to really be brave, to take those first steps, whatever that means to you, to take those, to connect with that timeline, and to see what is required of me right now. What do I need to do? What is that first step? And find that courage to be that bridge between reality and dream. So we are in the front line of bringing the new earth into beingness, to manifest it, to receive the codes and make it a physical reality, even though it includes being brave and go where no one else has gone before, when no one thought it was possible, maybe not even you, to see our limitations, to see the limitations of society, of our cultures and do it anyway. And I love the saying that do it afraid. So we do not need to be, all of us do not need to be there. Of course, we want to bring as much of us, our energy, to center and to align with that energy. But there will, of course, be parts of us who are in denial, who are resisting, who are afraid, but we may do it anyway. So today, see if there is anything else coming up. No, that's what that is what they want to show me. And so what we are doing today is to receive a transmission to help us to take those steps to anchor in that high timeline into our physical reality, to be shown the steps that are the next steps for us, and have the courage and the willingness to follow through, because that is what it takes from us. That is what's necessary, our free will, to not just allow it to stay as a dream, but to anchor it into our reality. We are guided by Venus. There's very much presence of Venus energy right now, of course, the ruler of love, relationships, and money. And blessing our minds with love, to have a forgiving, bring forgiveness to our fearful minds, of the parts of us who still resist or do not think it's possible, to find that courage, as all the shifts are anchored in love. So this full moon is also a time for great shifts, and there's much that's happening in the collective right now, and I want to focus on that. So we focus on us as individuals. How can we allow necessary shifts in us, and know that whatever shifts are taking form, any abruption that is happening right now is anchored in love for our highest good. Leia she oish, naya laia se shakyar, urshai nashai si, liai laiana, kilusani shakosh aiki kushaini. Lini kita shai se ai alash orisine ti shikikash shoso lin ikashai. So I see the hesitating parts of you, the doubting parts of you, the things that silly me that thought this was possible, or that can't see how to get there. How would that play out in my life? And they encourage you to dream the impossible into reality. And they remind you that you are not the same on the other side of this lion gate portal, that it's not the same you who entered this beautiful portal, who are here and sitting here right now. Believe in the upgrades, believe in the work that you have done, and that your soul and higher self is guiding you to live your highest, most fulfilling life. That's why we are here. Of course, we are assisted. And they say that the physical will bend to energy, the energy is more powerful, the vibration is more powerful than anything physical. Miliare seko shana. It doesn't matter how old you are, if you think you're too young, too old, if you think you are too much this or too much that, or that you had an issue for too long for it to be changed. And they say to be swept away. So believe in miracles, they say. Miracles are happening. So they just really want to give you this spark of hope. You come so far, they say. Don't give up just yet. Ish aliani koshai. Liane koshai se ai kashai. Nush I anai iko. And they encourage you to imagine yourself walking down this timeline, what that looks like for you. Shoai tata, to take those physical steps. Voshai tele ai koshane. Senai anare toshai kikosha enar isoko. Senini keshai toshai liarasha eko ekosha. Sanashi tosham. Mina sheo uno shai. So if you are called to make some changes that seems irresponsible, or just you cannot logically defend them, you don't have to, they say. Allow a greater sense to guide you, because since we are connected with this higher timeline, it will move through you. So if you move out of your mind, and if you move into your heart and just are a yes to those frequencies, you will be guided. And when that guidance comes, when the nudges come, just say yes and move in that direction. More than that, you don't need to know, they say. Mia ne shai sekosho ni ala shei anekise. And I'm now bringing all aspects of you, calling all aspects of you, all soul expressions, all timelines and lifetimes, your multidimensional self, all your bodies and mind, to align with your highest good, to align with your higher self, with source, with your highest timeline, and move and work as one. Kio aishas nosh li ai iliali sial lui anai she doshai kilo shenta se kuashai anai lori se shukosh neane amur sashao oshate Kinuro shani kotasha. They show me there are so many miracles ready to be unpacked when you just choose to take the steps to move in that direction. And they are saying when you take one step towards God, God is taking 99 steps towards you. Muniali se nuliar sasham que kunso sashe orso. I nea shai sheko ki so shai. Come innocent as a child, set your blessings free. Shoshana, and believe in them with that childlike trust. Kino shai se olita she to shene she eliati ko shene shasash. Kono shai ti toro shai semoyane keko ai shenelare she. Kosane she or sign. I feel that this present Venus presence of love is affecting the mind in you as individuals and the collective Put the controlling mind to rest. May make you feel a bit drowsy, losing focus, and that's sometimes a good thing. Eshanta likoshe sen ki shenro aunia nasha neshu satya satya san a okiatash simurote shekine ikoshayaki. So they show me an image of you, the old you, laying down to sleep, and a new you arisen from that sleeping body is rising up and moving towards a new direction, really showing you that you are leaving the old behind, are becoming a new, like a snake shedding its skin, because it has simply outgrown it. And they are blessing the new you. And they ask to, what would that new you do? What would that aligned you do? What actions? What behaviors? What decisions? What thoughts would it pay attention to? What thoughts would it leave behind? What emotions would it embrace? Me ali no shai se tukai kiar e kashana yutu shai seko seneko shai te yata. What would the highest version of you do? What does he, she look like? What call is he, she responding to? The voice of death, of fear, of limitations, or the ones of possibilities, of joy, of freedom, of liberation, of abundance, of miracles. Ketashi, nesheko e alar e seko. And this is a transmission now for you to accept miracles. Lini anikisi noshi te ashini miniriana ya teoto kulianishe sen ai iteanshe te kikosha liru san ai she kosha kikuka senurusha neli aranshanai she oko noi akin ash I arise ote ki kashana. Feel a very sparking, joyful energy around the womb space. So no matter if you have a physical womb or not, we all have an energetic womb, and that's our place for creation, manifestation. It is our powerhouse for manifesting. Kishor esanta ikiana. Linuia san, I am blessing that energetical womb. Shaitiki. Lirian sa shaitinosh iante kokai. Creating space for you to receive. Laila sha. Kito eteri san. Io sha ukutosha. Miwianti kikai san. Efur society. Kiyono. And now Goddess Isis is coming in. With a final blessing, a fine tuning, open up your channels to receive, your ability, your willingness to receive. Kemeti sheteken. E un erenesel e jau e ketasha. Shoi shasash e aiur e hikra shen no fursa she e ora neshe kota shekear e ur he tosha etiki sanesh e waya she tasha. And she's blessing the new you that are rising like the phoenix from the ashes of what was emewi she. Ki tu yaresana shekos e sheke kiar to eternal life. eternal blessings, eternal reflection of the light. May it move in you, with you, through you. For the greatest of all, to bless it all. Shine. And she also shared that we are here, we truly are here to live our fullest expression of our divinity. So also stop playing small. It is time for us to reflect our divine self into our physical realities. That's how we bring down and bring through the new earth. As we ground these energies into all aspects of us, into the ley lines of Mother Earth, into all aspects of our lives and our relationships, our bodies and minds. It is done. Thank you, Dewa.